The bond is designed to bring life back to the center of the Bond Hill Business District. Located just north of the Norwood Lateral on Reading Road, the business district is situated between dense residential neighborhoods and is within walking distance of Mercy Health, the neighborhood park, and the Bond Hill Community Center. Home to 13,000 residents, Bond Hill is a historic neighborhood of the Cincinnati area and still contains many unique features rich with underappreciated character. Residents of the neighborhood were interviewed for their thoughts on the future of Bond Hill, as well as the characteristics they felt described their community. Many spoke about the need for restaurants and outdoor activity space. Others spoke about their needs for a grocery store or a market within walkable distance from their house a few blocks away. Some even requested space for small local business startups. Using the information provided by residents, as well as statistical data to support the project, the bond was designed to inspire and empower the Bond Hill community to contribute and participate in the growth of their own neighborhood. By observing the current local businesses and cataloging architectural details existing in the neighborhood, informed decisions were made on which buildings and businesses would contribute most to the future of Bond Hill. Broken up into 2 phases, the planned development would first involve 3 new construction buildings of mixed use located on the east side of Reading Road. Upon their completion, a second phase would begin to complete the project with 3 more new construction buildings, as well as the renovations of existing buildings on Parcels C and D. The building on Parcel C is kept with minor facade treatment and upkeep, as well as an interior renovation to house a small business, while the 2 buildings on Parcel D would receive updated facades and would remain the home of Sonny's Barbershop and Dion's Hair Salon. In addition to these 2 parcels, 4 more were chosen located on a prominent intersection of California Avenue and Reading Road. Here, the design incorporates a plaza space outfitted with the existing living wall, outdoor dining space for new food service tenants, outdoor amenities and workspace for a local small business incubator, and water fountains for children to play in on hot summer days. The design preserves the public right-of-way to connect the development to the neighborhood and can be utilized for a farmer's market on weekends, providing fresh and healthy food for the Bond Hill community. The plaza acts as a beating heart in the center of the neighborhood, reawakening the life and culture of Bond Hill. Surrounding the plaza, a mix of local and anchor tenants inhabit the ground floor level. Reading Road, being a state thoroughfare, is heavily trafficked. By working with the city, traffic lights could be coordinated to slow cars through the neighborhood district. The building form wraps the plaza and then returns to hold close to the street edge as another strategy for slowing down the heavy commuter traffic. Street-side parking would be provided in several locations, creating bump outs for pedestrians to stand on while waiting to cross. Crosswalk paving material would be changed at the major intersections around the site to provide pedestrians a safer path. With 17,000 vehicles passing through the site daily, the Bond Hill Business District is the perfect location for restaurants and local retail to thrive. Above retail, a mix of 94 residential units are provided. The makeup of the units was determined by the current and projected demographics for the neighborhood. By converting the business district from commercial zoning to a planned development, the number of parking spaces required could be reduced and would result in a more pedestrian-oriented development. The parking provided would be sufficient for residents within the new construction, with leftover to serve a percentage of the retail spaces. This would also result in the use of more on-street parking spots surrounding the business district, which is currently underutilized. The bond is designed with a familiar local material palette. Glass storefront is used to provide transparency on the ground floor for retail, while the residential is clad in brick, relating to the surrounding architectural language. Improvements to the surrounding infrastructure would include tree-lined sidewalks, as well as landscape beds filled with a mixture of native plants requiring minimal upkeep in the plaza space and green spaces sprinkled throughout the development. 2 larger green spaces were preserved on each end of the site, providing a transition from the surrounding neighborhoods into the district, and resulting in a cadence of outdoor pathways and nodes to connect the development to its surrounding context. Designed to reawaken the life, art, and business of this historic neighborhood, by performing as a beating heart for the community, the bond invites residents to rediscover their neighborhood's potential, allowing them to take part in its growth and begin the celebration of community and culture in their own home.